Yeah, Simon, in the past few minutes, our colleagues at Sky in Germany have confirmed that Bayern Munich have indeed agreed a deal with Liverpool to sign their forward Sadio Mane. And the deal is worth £35 million in total. And it breaks down to an initial payment of £27.4 million, plus £5 million based on appearances, plus a further £2.6 million based on individual and team achievements. Now, this can be looked at as a really good deal for Liverpool because they're selling Sadio Mane for a deal worth around £35 million, and he's 30 years old. 8 years after they bought him as a 22-year-old from Southampton for less than what they're getting from Bayern Munich, because the deal with Southampton was worth around £33.5 million, and there was no sell-on either, so Southampton won't be getting any further money from this deal. So Sky in Germany are saying that the deal has been agreed between Bayern Munich and Liverpool. It's worth around £35 million. Remember, in the past couple of weeks, Bayern Munich went to Liverpool with a couple of bids which were rejected out of hand because some of the performance-related add-ons simply weren't achievable as far as Liverpool were concerned. But they've gone back to the negotiating table and they've come across a deal that they are happy with, which is worth £35 million. So the personal terms as well, we think, have been as good as agreed. We think Sadio Mane will need to do a medical before this deal is properly rubber-stamped. But as we were saying previously this afternoon, it looks like a case of when and not if, and it looks like now when Sadio Mane officially becomes a Bayern Munich player, because the deal between Bayern Munich and Liverpool has now been agreed.
So potentially it's looking like a very good bit of business for Liverpool. And in terms of business, they're getting it done early, aren't they?
They seem to be getting all of their business done early. There could be a situation where Liverpool come the start of pre-season, Jurgen Klopp could be very, very happy with the squad that he's got and says this is the squad that we're going to move forward with for the rest of the season, while a lot of their rivals, Manchester City perhaps aside, are still trying to do business in this transfer window. But if you look at what they've done, Fabio Carvalho has joined from Fulham. You've got Darwin Núñez is a potential club record transfer fee. If he fulfills all the performance-related add-ons, that could be worth an £85 million worth in transfer fee to Benfica. And Calvin Ramsey as well from Aberdeen, the right-back, to provide cover for Trent Alexander-Arnold. That deal looks like it's been agreed as well. And because they're well-stocked now in that forward department, they can afford to allow someone like Sadio Mane to find a new challenge at Bayern Munich. I mean, a couple of seasons ago, I think the big question was with Liverpool, with the likes of Sadio Mane, Mohamed Salah and Roberto Firmino all approaching 30 years of age plus. I mean, Salah's just turned 30 years old this month. The big question was, how are they going to evolve that front three? And within the last couple of seasons, they brought in a player in his mid-20s in Diogo Jota from Wolves. They've brought in Luis Diaz in his mid-20s in January, and they brought in Darwin Núñez for close to £85 million, and he's in his early 20s from Benfica. So it looks like the evolution is complete, and they can afford to allow the likes of Sadio Mane to leave the club. But it looks like now it is a case of when and not if Sadio Mane will become a Bayern Munich player.